Hey guys, it's Ashika Joshi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm certainly doing great. I'm keeping busy, doing life, keeping cool as always in this warm heat. Another fun fact about me before we get started and dive deep into the interesting stuff. I personally consider myself terrible at acting, but somehow during my Spanish 3 class at the University of Minnesota Rochester, I ended up getting the lead role for our final project. And so that's why this girl played Dora the Explorer for her Spanish movie. It's about Dora stumbling down the wrong road and eventually getting involved in an organ cartel. Link is below in the description if you guys want to watch. Viewer discretion is advised as it contains terrible acting on my part specifically. My other castmates were fantastic, like I cannot even begin to describe their acting skills. And obviously the video contains some violence as Dora is involved in an organ cartel. Some material may be inappropriate for children, so parents, please be forewarned. So, okay, that's enough about me and my terrible acting skills. In the last video, we kind of talked about the importance of teeth and how it's important for us as parents, caregivers, teachers, and even healthcare professionals to ensure that individuals are being taught to know the same importance, of the importance of teeth. So this video specifically talks about how we should keep our teeth clean and how keeping them clean helps our teeth stay healthy and strong. So I think the most important questions that we need to answer are, what do you do to stay clean? Why is it important to have clean hands, take a bath, wash our clothes, and why is personal hygiene so important overall? So the overall reason, and I think the answer varies from person to person, but the overarching reason is that personal hygiene is important so that you can prevent illnesses and so that you don't get sick and so that you don't get other people sick. And so if you don't clean your mouth or your teeth, are you really clean? And so the answer is no. If you don't clean your mouth, if you don't keep your teeth clean, then you are not clean. You're creating an environment in your mouth where even more bacteria can grow. So we always have bacteria, but even more bacteria can grow if we're not keeping it clean, which leads to the development of more acid and ultimately negatively impacting the teeth. So if you don't clean your teeth, if you don't clean your mouth, then you're not keeping yourself personally clean, and you are affecting your overall health. Just as no person is the same logic definitely applies for an individual's mouth. So not everyone's teeth is strong or healthy. I'm going to use my story as an example. I visit the dentist every 6 months like I'm supposed to. I brush my teeth twice a day, I floss my teeth once a day, and then I also try to eat healthy and limit the amount of sugary sweets that I eat or that I try to eat or want to eat. And so despite all these measures, despite following the guidance that my dentist recommends that I follow, I've had so many cavities in the past, and I think a lot of it contributes to having braces when I was younger and not following that brush twice a day, floss once a day regimen, just because it was so hard to floss my teeth when I had those braces and I used to have the bands, so it was even more difficult to get the floss through the teeth. So I think a lot of the cavities that I had contributed to that despite my healthy eating. And so despite all these measures, I had these cavities and I couldn't figure out why. And I used to have a dentist that made a comment about my teeth and didn't believe that I was taking all these measures. He didn't think that I could be that precautionary when it came to my teeth. And so I got really upset, because a part of the healthcare professional's job is to believe, not in all cases, but in some cases, to believe what your patient is saying. That's not what was being communicated by my dentist, and so I was really upset. Needless to say, I don't visit that dentist anymore. I've found a very great dentist now that really listens to what I'm saying and caters my oral health to the way that I need it to be catered. But the point is not that I got a different dentist. The point that I'm trying to make here is that not everyone has strong and healthy teeth, despite what you may be pursuing, and really that everyone is biologically different. So you have to work with your provider to figure out what the best option for dental and oral care is. So obviously, like I mentioned a couple times in the video, it's strongly recommended that you brush your teeth twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. If you brush your teeth once a day, then the recommendation is that you brush your teeth before going to sleep in order to get rid of all the bacteria. When you're sleeping, bacteria tends to develop a lot at a much quicker rate, and so brushing at night will prevent the bacterial growth rate or slow it slightly to prevent such a buildup of bacteria. You only need a little bit of toothpaste on your toothbrush. It's about the size of a pea. Anything less than that might not be effective. Anything more than that may not be necessary. So the recommendation and the standard is to take a pea-sized amount of toothpaste on your brush. Toothpaste also contains fluoride, which is a chemical that contains qualities that prevent cavities by strengthening and protecting the teeth from acid. So after you finish brushing your teeth, definitely make sure to spit out all of the toothpaste. Don't swallow it. Toothpaste only cleans your teeth. It doesn't help clean your insides, so swallowing it is not going to help you by any means. So spit, don't swallow. When brushing your teeth, remember to move your toothbrush back and forth in gentle strokes, and then brush the top, front, back, sides, and make sure to get all of the teeth even in the back of the mouth. I think that's a lot of people tend to do the front, the top, and the bottom, and the front, and the bottom front. But getting to the back is very difficult. So really make sure that your toothbrush is getting in there and you're cleaning the back teeth as well, because that's where the most cavities tend to happen, because if food gets stuck and you're not really necessarily cleaning it. Also, make sure to change your toothbrush several times a year, and ensure the bristles, so like the bristles on your toothbrush, are soft. Hard bristles mean that your toothbrush is not good, and it's going to damage your gums, and so you don't want that to happen either. So soft bristles is a must on toothbrushes. Flossing is an integral component of oral health care. I think that's probably one of the most difficult components of oral health care, just because of the trickiness that comes with threading the floss through your teeth. And so dental floss is a special kind of string that helps clean the teeth, clean between your teeth, that in places where your toothbrush cannot necessarily get to. And so cleaning between your teeth is just as important, because it removes that food and that plaque between your teeth, as I mentioned, where the toothbrush can't reach. And it also helps keep your teeth and gums healthy. And for me personally, I've struggled with flossing, and that's something that I never could specifically do or hold the floss properly. So I tried to do it once a day, but I'd give up because I couldn't maneuver the string and my fingers between my teeth and try to get the floss all the way in the back. So that's something that I struggled with, and so I needed to find an alternative. And I talked to my dentist about it, and I was like, hey, I can't seem to figure out how to get this floss through between my teeth. Do you have any suggestions on how I can improve and how I can do this better? And so he recommended that, our normal stores like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, they've got dental floss picks. And so that's like a little device that holds a little portion of floss that you can hold, and you can just brush to your teeth rather than trying to get your fingers and maneuvering your fingers inside of your mouth to get that. And so I started using that, and that's definitely more effective for me, just because in terms of mobility, it's a lot easier for me to use. So if you have challenges using just the floss and your fingers, then I recommend getting those dental floss picks. And then again, floss your teeth once a day, gently, and continue to do that every single day. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. I'm certainly here to answer your questions, and if you have any other suggestions for other videos that I should do, please comment below as well, and I'd certainly consider it. Thank you.